Hi, very good evening to all. My name is Bhavana. I hope all are good. Our subject is Business Economics. This is for the BBA students for first year, for first semester students. In this previous lecture, we discuss some different cost. Our topic is cost classification. Already we discussed different types of costs. Today we are ending this topic. Some other costs today we discuss and we end this topic. For economics student, you should learn every business organization. For running of every business organization, we incur different types of cost. So we know what type of cost is related to which cost is comes under. There are different types of cost. So what is the variable cost, what are the fixed cost, there are some indirect costs. So we have to be learn which cost is comes under the what thing. For doing one thing, this particular thing is comes under which type of cost, then we can get a very good clarity about the decision making in business organizations. Let's see here. Up to now we discussed today non-controllable cost. Up to now we discussed. Today we are continuing that. That is next cost is historical cost and replacement cost. What is a historical cost? Historical cost is nothing but when we purchased an asset, at the time we purchased an asset, how much we pay for purchasing of an asset, we can say it is an historical cost. Suppose in 2019 I purchased a land, it cost is 1 crore. So my historical cost is 1 crore. Let's see here. Historical cost, that is original cost of an asset. Historical cost means original cost. At the time of purchasing anything, with what we have to be spent for purchasing of a particular thing, we can say it is an historical cost. Historical cost, we can say are original. The other name of historical cost is original cost of an asset. Refers to the original price paid by the management to purchase it in the past. So already I explained, in 2019 I purchased a land, it cost is 1 crore. So the historical cost of the land is 1 crore. I hope you understand. Historical cost means what we pay the money at the time of purchase of the asset, not compared to now. In the past we purchased an asset, so how much cost we have to pay, it is an historical cost. Next, what is replacement cost? Whereas replacement cost refers to the cost that a firm incurs to the replace or acquires the same asset now. Suppose in the past, in 2019 I purchased the land, the cost is 1 crore, but now when compared to the asset, the cost is 1.5 crore. So what is replacement cost? That is 1.5 crore is replacement cost. Means is there any changes for that purchasing of an asset, or we are acquiring something new? You can say it is a replacement cost. The distinction between the historical cost and replacement cost result from the changes of prices over time. Means historical cost and what is the replacement cost? Means historical cost at the time of purchases of the asset. Replacement cost means now we are thinking according to the time. There is a changes in time. For the changes in time, the cost also differs. That is only the difference. In convention financial accounts, the value of an asset is shown at their historical cost. While in accounts, while we are preparing financial statements, in financial statements we prepare trading account, profit and loss account, balance sheet. But in balance sheet we shows only the historical cost value. Means when you have to purchase an asset, at the time of purchases, how much you pay, that amount only you recorded in the books of accounts. But in decision making, the firm needs to adjust them to reflect price level changes. When we want to show in the financial statements, we require only the historical cost. But when a company want to take a decisions, so for the decision making, we need replacement cost. Example, if a firm acquires a machine for rupees 20,000 in 1990. In 1990, one of the firm acquires means purchases a machine at the cost of 20,000, and the same machine cost 40,000 now. So same machine cost at present in 1990, but in our 2021. So almost 21 years. In 21 years, 31 years. In 31 years, the asset cost become doubled. So 20,000 is the historical cost and 40,000 is the replacement cost. See here example, it gives a clear view about what is the historical cost and what is the replacement cost. If a firm acquires a machine for rupees 20,000, if any firm purchases a machine in 1990 for 20,000 and the same machine cost 40,000 and the same machine cost 40,000 now. So 20,000 is the historical cost and amount of 40,000, 20,000 is the historical cost and 40,000 is the replacement cost. I hope you understand what is the historical cost, what is the replacement cost. Historical cost means at the time when you purchase an asset, how much you have to pay for purchasing the asset, that cost is called historical cost. And replacement cost means we compared when we want to sell the asset at present. No, we don't sell at the purchasing price. So how much amount in the market at present, it is a replacement cost. Next, shutdown cost. What is the shutdown cost? See here. When a firm incurs when it is temporarily stop its operations are called shutdown cost. When a firm incurs when it's temporarily stop its operations. Suppose there is one company, the company stop its operations due to some technical issue or due to some reasons. So at that time they incur some cost. We can say that cost is known as shutdown cost. These costs can be saved when the firm again starts its operations. When we saved the cost, these costs can be saved at the time when the company again starts its operations, then we can cover this cost. Shutdown costs include fixed cost, maintenance cost, layoff expenses, etc. Shutdown cost includes fixed cost. Fixed cost means when we start a company, we require a building. For the building, when we produce the goods or not produce the goods, we have to pay the rent. We have to pay the electricity. Means maintenance means electricity bill, everything. And layoff experiences. There is any layoff experiences. All this comes under the shutdown cost. What is the shutdown cost? Shutdown cost means any company want to shut down their operations for some time, means for some days or some months due to technical issue or some other problems, we incur some cost. Such type of cost is known as shutdown cost, and this shutdown cost we can save at the time of again restart our operations. And the shutdown cost, it may be a fixed cost or it may be a maintenance cost, layoff expenses, whatever it may be. These are comes under the shutdown cost. Next, abandoned cost. These type of costs occur at the time of removal of fixed asset from use. Abandonment cost means these costs occur. What is this type of cost occur at the time of the removal of an asset from use? Suppose for the production in our company we using some machinery, plant and machinery for the production process. We are remove the machine, means its life of useful years is completed. So we removing the asset. So at that time we incur some labor charges, some equipment charges like that. This type of cost is known as abandonment cost. Abandonment cost that involves problem of disposal of asset. At the time of installation we can say it is directly added to the fixed asset, but at the time of disposal of the asset we can add to the profit and loss account these expenses. So abandonment cost is nothing but at the time when we disposal that asset. Suppose in our country for the production of our products we are using some machinery, the life of the machinery is expired, so we are disposing that machinery and again we are installing the new machinery. So at the time of disposal of machinery we incur some expenses, we can say that is called abandonment cost. Next, urgent cost and postponable cost. What is an urgent cost and what is an postponable cost? See here. Urgent cost are those costs which have to be incurred compulsorily by the management in order to continue the operations. Means urgent cost we can say, while we are in our company we are operating our production processes, at that time we incur some expenses. That expenses we can call as urgent cost. Urgent costs are those costs which have to be incurred compulsorily by the management in order to continue its operations. When the management the company is in a position to continue their operations, at the time we incur some cost, then such cost you can say it is an urgent cost. Example, cost of raw materials, labor, fuel, etc. Suppose we are producing some product. For the production of product we require raw materials, we have to pay wages to the labor and we have to give money for the fuel. When the running of the machinery they require fuel, etc. These types of cost are Urgent cost. Urgent cost are those costs which have to be incurred compulsorily by the management in order to continue their operations. What is postponable cost? Postponable costs are those which are not incurred in time to do not affect the operation efficiency of the firm. Example means postponable cost means urgentable cost is incurred at the time of running of the business, but postponable cost is not incurred not only incurred at the time of operations, but also when the operations are not done, then also the postponable cost will incur. Example, maintenance cost. When the goods are produced or not, we have to maintain the industry, so we need some cost not only at the time of production, but also when we are not producing the goods also we incur this postponable cost, that is maintenance cost. What is urgent cost and postponable cost? Urgent cost means any organization when they are in running process, means they are producing any products, when they are doing any production process, at that time we incur some cost. That cost we can say urgent cost. What is postponable cost? Means when the company are producing or not, but the cost we have to be incurred, that is postponable cost. Example, maintenance. Next, business cost and full cost. What is business cost and full cost? Business cost include all expenses incurred by a firm to carry out business activities. Business cost included all the expenses incurred by the firm to carry out business activities. When we are doing some business activities, further doing some business activities, we incur some cost that are all called business cost. Business cost include all the payments and contractual obligations. Business cost includes when the company want to pay to any other person, so all the payments are included. And there is any obligation. Obligation means we have to pay. Already not paid, but we have to pay. Made by the firm together with the books cost of depreciation on plant and equipment. So what are the business cost? Means at the time of doing business activities we have to incur some cost. All these costs comes under the business cost. Suppose when you have to already paid to the customers, already paid to the creditors or debt, when already paid to our creditors, and we have to be paid, not paid but we have to be paid. And also at the time of running of the business activities we incur some depreciation cost. All these costs comes under the business cost. The concept of the business cost facilitates in calculating the profit and loss account and for filing returns of income tax and also other legal purposes. In whether the business cost is useful at the time of preparing of the profit and loss account, we have to find out the profit. We have to estimate how much cost we have incurred for the production of the products. At the time we require this cost, and also at the time of filing of income tax returns, how much income tax we have to be paid. Means income tax is paid on the basis of profits only. So at the time also this business cost is very useful in the organization. What is business cost? At the time of running business activities, how much cost we incurred, all these costs comes under the business cost. Example, when the company want to pay to any other person and for the production in machinery they incurred any depreciation cost or any some expenses, all these comes under this business cost only. And these business costs are useful at the time of preparation of profit and loss account, we find for the profit, and also filing of income tax returns at the time of filing of the income tax returns. Full cost included business cost, opportunity cost and normal cost. Here we are said what is a business cost and full cost. Already we discussed what is the business cost, and next we are discussing what is the full cost. Full cost includes the business cost. We know that what is business cost? At the time of business, at the time of doing business activities, how much cost we incurred, all these costs comes under the business cost. And opportunity cost already we discussed in the yesterday's class. The next best alternative of the next best alternative, we can say it is an opportunity cost and normal profit. And we are discussing normal profit. What is the normal profit? Normal profit is the necessary minimum earnings in addition to the opportunity cost. Means what we are earnings. What is the full cost means? Up to now business cost, and if there is any opportunity cost and normal profits. For every business we earn some revenue, you can say it is a normal profit. These are all comes together full cost. Full cost includes business cost, opportunity cost and normal profit. Normal profit is nothing but we incur some normal revenue while doing such business, we can say it is a normal profit. These are all included, we can say it is a full cost. Full cost means business cost plus opportunity cost plus normal profit. Our next is fixed cost. Fixed costs are the costs that do not vary with the changes in output. If there is changes in output or not, the fixed costs do not vary. In other words, fixed costs are those which are fixed in volume through their variance in output level. Means when we produce the goods or not, but the fixed cost we have to be paid, the fixed cost is constant. When you have produced 100 units, the fixed cost is constant. When you have produced single unit also, the fixed cost is constant. When you have produced 200 units also, the fixed cost is constant. Examples: expenditures on depreciation. When there is a machinery, we produce the goods or not, we have to pay depreciation expenses. And cost of administration. When we produce the goods or not, we have to pay administration cost. Land and building, property taxes, all these are comes under the fixed cost. What is a fixed cost? Fixed cost means it is fixed and constant. If there is any change in output also, there is no change in the fixed cost. If the company want to produce 0 units, the fixed cost is constant. When the company want to produce 100 units, it is constant. When the company want to produce 200 units, the fixed cost is constant. Fixed costs are the costs that do not vary with the changes in output. In other words, fixed costs are those which are fixed in volume through their variance in output level. Example: expenditure on depreciation, cost of administration, land, building, property taxes, etc. These are all the fixed cost. Next, variable cost. Variable costs are those that are directly dependent on the output. Variable cost means variable costs are the costs which are directly dependent on the output. If there is any changes in inputs, the variable costs are also changes. They vary with the variation in the volume of level of output. The variable cost varies. Fixed cost doesn't vary, but the variable cost varies changed on the output level. Variable cost increases with an increase in output level, but not necessarily in the same proportion. Suppose if there is one increase in input, there is not one same increase in output. It's not in the same proportion, but they varies. Example: cost of raw materials, expenditure on labor, running cost or maintenance, etc. Suppose what is variable cost? Our company is producing some. What example? Our company is producing rice. So our company is able to producing the rice. My input, I am increases the input labor and capital 2 units, but the output, the rice bags, is increased by 4 units. We can say there is not proportionately increase. There may be a highly increase or low increase. Already we discussed there are high returns, constant returns, low returns. Already we discussed this topic in law of returns to scale. When the input increases, the output also increases, but not the same proportion. Equal proportion we can say constant returns. Highly proportion we can say high returns. Low proportion we can say low returns. Variable costs are those that are directly dependent on the output. They vary with the variation in the value of level of output. When there is a changes in inputs, the output also changes. But in fixed cost, there is a change in output, there is no change in fixed cost. Variable cost increases with an increase in output level. It increases only when there increase in output level, but not necessarily in the same proportion. But we can't say it increases in the same proportion, means equal proportion. Example: cost of raw materials, expenditure on labor, running cost or maintenance, etc. These are comes under the variable cost. Next, what is the total cost? Total cost refers to the money value of the total resources or inputs. What is the total cost? Total cost refers to the money value of the total resources or inputs required for the production of goods and services by the firm. Means when any business organization or firm want to produce the goods, for the production of the goods, how much cost we incurred, means completely combined of total cost and fixed cost, we can say that is total cost. That is total fixed cost and and total variable cost is equal to the total cost. When any organization want to produce their goods, for the production of the goods we incurred some cost. The cost may be variable cost or fixed cost, but while calculating the total cost we added both the total variable cost and total fixed cost. Let's see here, graph should be like that. Total cost is equal to variable cost plus fixed cost. Cost refers to the money value of total resources, that is inputs required for the production of goods and services by the firm. For every business organization, they want to produce the goods. For the production of the goods, they incur some cost. That cost we can say total cost. In this cost, there is a variable cost and fixed cost. But when we calculating the total cost, we have to add both the total variable cost and total fixed cost. Then only we get total cost. Next, what is average cost? It refers to the cost per unit of output, assuming the production of each unit of output incurs at the same cost. Means how much output we are receiving. Total cost he considered completely combined in a total way, but average cost we have to calculate each unit of input, how much output we are producing. Here we considering each unit, but in total cost we are not considering each unit, but in this average cost we are considering each unit of input, how much amount of output we are producing. Average cost refers to the cost per unit of output, assuming that the production of each unit of output incurs at the same cost. It is obtained by dividing the total cost by total output. How we calculate the total average cost? Total cost divided by total output level, means TC is equal to total cost incurred in production process. How much total cost we are paid divided by how much output. Then we get each unit, how much we are each unit of price we can get by average product. In average product we are calculating for increasing our each unit of input, how much output we are getting, means we are calculating each unit price. While calculating each unit price, we go for the average cost. Total cost means in total cost, how much cost we incur for the production of goods we have to be added. But in average cost, we are calculating each unit or each product, how much it cost. Next, marginal cost. It refers to the incremental or additional costs that are incurred when there is any addition to the existing output level of goods and services. What is marginal cost? Already we are discussed in the previous classes. Marginal cost is nothing but when we want to produce additional unit of output, how much cost we are incurring for the production of additional unit of output, we can say it is a marginal cost. Suppose a company is producing 150 units, now they want to produce 50 units extra, that is 200 units. For the 200 units, how much extra cost the company is paying, so that we can say that is a marginal cost. Marginal cost refers to the incremental or additional costs that are incurred when there is an addition to the existing output level of goods and services. We are adding, already we are producing 150, for that 150 we are adding some units. So for that units, how much cost we are paying to the industry, you can say that is marginal cost. So marginal cost is equal to TC into